Hello Capricorn, I hope you're doing well. This is your reading for November the 3rd to the 16th. I'll also be doing a second reading as well later in the month just to clarify or juxtapose. This is just a general reading, so if you don't like it, it does resonate, it's totally fine, you don't have to take it on board. But if you do, I would appreciate you liking and commenting some nice things. So this is going to be your reading. So I'm going to just pull the cards. I've already shuffled, so I can just pull them now. So we have got Six of Swords, Knave of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Knave of Wands, King of Swords in reverse, Justice in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Crikey, November is not great for any of us really, is it? I want to look at this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is what it's like, this is what it normally looks like. Eight of Pentacles normally is when you really put some effort into things. To have this in reverse is when something in your life is just not coming quickly enough, okay? So this is where I feel that like things are not coming quickly enough because you're kind of being a bit too, you're pushing too hard on something. You are pushing too hard on something. And you're also, I don't think you're being honest with yourself. I think you're not being blunt enough, okay? You're sort of, I keep seeing this idea of like you pussyfooting around something, and that's why it's slow. So for some of you, you're not taking action. You're not making a decision that needs to be made. Okay, which is very difficult for Capricorn because it's an earth energy. We want that stability. So I think for this card in particular, as a clarifier, is where because you're not taking action, you're not going to be seeing results. Okay, so maybe this is like a cautionary tale for you guys to really take action. Five of Pentacles as well. So this is what it's like normally, and then to have it in reverse. This is where the home starts to become more stable when we start to make decisions. So Five of Pentacles normally is when you have a little bit of money trouble, you know, so this has actually, I always link this to your money is linked to your lover or your relationship. So that can also mean your self-concept. So you spend a lot of money on yourself to try and impress other people, or you spend a lot of money trying to, do something for other people. You buy them gifts. Your house is linked to a partner. This doesn't also, if you're not in a relationship, this does not have to apply to that. This can also just mean that there is like a loss of money. So to juxtapose what I said, because we have it in reverse, we have the complete opposite of that. So basically we don't have the money trouble and we don't have anything linked to it. This is why I said that we have got a house, okay? We've got a house upright. We don't have that. We actually have some money coming in, okay? Can you see the money just coming into the house? But we also have this really interesting idea that you are going to start being more independent, okay? So you're going to start making the decision to be more independent. But I think for some of you, it's difficult because maybe for some of you, you've always been used to kind of relying on people. So independence is kind of scary, and that stops you from making decisions. So that's kind of what I see. We've got Knave of Wands, which is in Sagittarius reading as well. So Knave of Wands is really when somebody is very loyal and very has good intentions. So I quite like this to link with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is going to be very, when I say home, sometimes I do mean family life, This doesn't apply to everyone, but just generally. Like an upright home is somebody who's faithful, somebody who is, kind to you. So if you're in a relationship at the moment, this is a really nice kind of message to say that everything's going to be great for you. The home, the metaphorical home is doing great, and you've got this faithful person, this loyal person. But for some of you who aren't in a relationship, this is also just when somebody is very nice to you. If you have Sagittarius in your placement, do watch that video, because I was saying about how it's kind of like when you meet a person that's the human equivalent of a golden retriever. And it's really nice. It's just like, wow, you're so sweet and kind, and I didn't know that you could be this nice. So that's what I see for that. I've also got King of Swords in reverse. So it looks like normally. So I can just say straight off the bat that King of Swords is normally when you like go for something. So to have it in the reverse is like, again, it links to that Eight of Pentacles, because you're not going for something, you're kind of being indecisive. So this is like a really, really active, forceful card. So to have it in reverse, we've got this idea that, again, being a bit sluggish, you're not the only one doing that. Aries, Cancer, Taurus is a little bit like, yeah, a bored book. So King of Swords is really about you kind of just not being as active and motivated as you could possibly be. And that's probably linked to the fact that you don't really know how to make a decision on something in your life. Justice in reverse. So to me, this is actually really interesting because I see this as I see this as somebody, I don't always see it as deception, but sometimes it can be. I really see this as, because you're not making a decision, that home that is stable can be compromised very easily because the balance of the equilibrium is disrupted. For some of you, Aries in your life is trying to screw you over and it's really annoying you, or there's just a kind of fire sign that's bothering you. But with this, I do see that this balance is disrupted, and I think it's really just because you can't make a decision with something. I think that links so well with those other cards with the Eight of Pentacles and that King of Swords. It's like I'm unmotivated because there's no balance and I can't make this kind of agile response to what I need to. We've also got Knave of Cups in reverse. That's what it looks like normally. I always see Knave of Cups as like this really rich, kind of fertile blossoming of whatever in your life. So to have it in reverse is like, whoop. So really for me, I see this as where because you can't make decisions, you're not reflecting enough, okay? You're just completely trying to erase it. So maybe you're trying to escape from things, you're just like, I want to do anything that's not in my own head right now. I think that's really normal, it's not the most out there kind of concept. But also this for some people is where you're not being as motivated and studious as you could be. So again, that works with King of Swords. You're just not motivated with anything in your life at the moment. The nights are getting dark, winter's coming, it's just not great. We just don't feel it. So for the Capricorns out there, you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling it. We've also got Six of Swords as well, which I always see as like self-limiting belief. But also for some people in your life, you maybe had holding some kind of infatuation or obsession with somebody and it's really harming you. This also can mean a few things as well. So I think really Six of Swords to me is like, it's like you trying to strive through difficulty. So can you see the person trying to walk on the swords? It's like you're trying to callous the mind. You're trying to just push through the difficulty. But again, this has many interpretations, but I really totally see it as, when you have someone in your life that you're like, I can't hold a candle to you, you're so amazing, I'm quite infatuated. This is when you become entrapped in that and the circle continues. So for some of you that have had a little bit of a crush on somebody, or you've had something with somebody for quite a while, you are starting to, I think maybe for some of you that's where the decision is. It's like, should I end this? Should I stop thinking about it? And actually, because I can't make a decision, I'm going to become completely unmotivated, totally not live in my head and do whatever I can to distract me from it. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of seeing with this reading, but that has many interpretations, and it can mean success as well. So this is not a bad card. This is actually when you start to realize things in a very succinct way. It's successful. This does mean travel, but I think because of COVID, I wouldn't really apply this to many people. But if you have got something where you're allowed to get out and about, do so. You have an opportunity to travel, definitely get out there and do that. So overall, indecisiveness, very difficult for Capricorn with this earth energy, who are very ambitious and they do like to go for what they want. We're just not feeling like Capricorns this November. But I'm going to pull a second half of November later in the month just to see if that is the same as well. So if you like this, please like and comment. And if it didn't resonate, that's totally fine too. But if it did, thank you very much. And I hope you have a good day.